In every corner of India, music breathes, not just in melody, but in prayers, in movements, in the beating of a heart. It is said, when words fall silent, raga begins. These sounds are not just notes, they are the voice of our ancestors still echoing through time. Presented by Kathakalaya, where tradition meets rhythm. Indian classical music blooms in two great traditions: Hindustani from the north, graceful, meditative, and deeply expressive; Carnatic from the south, rhythmic, structured, and rooted in devotion. Both were born from the same ancient scriptures, the Samaveda, yet grew in different soils of culture and history. Every piece of Indian classical music is built on two eternal pillars, raga and tal. Raga is the soul, the melodic framework that paints emotion. It tells whether the music feels like dawn, monsoon, or longing. Tal is the heartbeat, the cycle of rhythm that keeps time alive. When raga meets tal, music begins to breathe. The sitar, the soul of Hindustani melody. Its long, curved neck and resonating strings create an ocean of sound. The sitar evolved in medieval India from older instruments like the veena and Persian sitar, blending Mughal and Indian craftsmanship. Great masters like Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Vilayat Khan carried these sounds across the continent, making it a symbol of Indian identity. The sarod, deep, introspective, and commanding. Its smooth, fretless surface allows sliding notes called meend, giving unmatched emotional range. The sarod traces its root to the rabab, an Afghan instrument brought to India centuries ago, refined by the Indian artisans into a voice of spiritual expression. Ustad Amjad Ali Khan turned the sarod into poetry made of metal and wood. The sarangi, the instrument that can weep. It emerged in the 17th century, accompanying vocalists in royal courts and folk traditions. Its gut strings and human-like tone make it the closest to the human voice. Legends like Ustad Sultan Khan brought it back to the center stage, giving it timeless reverence. The Basuri, India's oldest wind instrument, made from a single bamboo. It appears in ancient scriptures and temple art as a divine instrument of Lord Krishna. From folk melodies to concert halls, Basuri evolved into a classical instrument in the 20th century through the genius of Pandit Pannalal Ghosh and Hariprasad Chaurasya. The tabla, the rhythmic heartbeat of Hindustani music. Legend says it was born when the ancient Pakawach drum was split into two, the treble Dayan and Bas Bayan. During the Mughal era, tabla evolved rich styles known as gharanas, such as Delhi, Lucknow, and Banaras. Masters like Ustad Allah Rakha and Zakir Hussain transformed it into an international rhythm language. The harmonium arrived from Europe in the 19th century, yet India made it its own. Originally a church instrument, it was adapted for raga performance. Its warm tone became the backbone of khayal, tumri, and bhajan, supporting vocalists across generations. The Pakhawaj, ancestor of the tabla, one of India's oldest percussion instrument. Temple carvings and manuscripts show its presence over 1,000 years ago. It was the heartbeat of Drupad, the oldest surviving classical form, performed in temples and royal courts. Even today, its deep sound connects performers to the ancient rule of Indian rhythm. Alongside these, many instruments complete the Northern Symphony. Santoor, the 100-stringed harp from Kashmir, Shehnai, the sacred wind instrument made immortal by Ustad Bismillah Khan. Iktara, and Dilruba, beloved by wandering saints and poets. And the Tanpura, whose eternal drawl reminds every artist of the divine pitch behind all music. When rhythm takes form and melody moves, Kathak is born. The dancer listens to the tabla, answers its rhythm, and transforms sound into movement, a visual language of emotion. Each note of Hindustani music is a journey, from silence to soul. This is the sound of India's heart. Stay with us. Soon, we will travel south to discover the depth and devotion of Carnatic music. Brought to you by Kathakalaya, where tradition meets timeless art.